Welcome to ExHub MCQs. We are here to give you the best content to help you learn and grow. Your success is our goal. So let's not waste time and jump into the top 100 MCQs challenge. 1. What is the chemical formula of quicklime? Option A, calcium hydroxide. Option B, calcium oxide. Option C, calcium carbonate. Option D, calcium chloride. The correct answer is option B, calcium oxide. Explanation. Quicklime is chemically calcium oxide. It is produced by heating calcium carbonate. When it reacts with water, it forms slaked lime, which is widely used in construction and for whitewashing. Which gas is evolved when zinc reacts with dilute sulfuric acid? Option A, oxygen. Option B, hydrogen. Option C, carbon dioxide. Option D, nitrogen. The correct answer is option B, hydrogen. Explanation. Zinc reacts with dilute sulfuric acid to produce hydrogen gas and zinc sulfate. This is a displacement reaction where zinc replaces hydrogen from the acid. MC3. What is the color of the precipitate formed when lead nitrate reacts with potassium iodide? Option A, white. Option B, yellow. Option C, brown. Option D, black. The correct answer is option B, yellow. Explanation. Lead nitrate reacts with potassium iodide to produce lead iodide, which forms as a bright yellow precipitate. This is a double displacement reaction. MC4. What type of reaction is two molecules of hydrogen reacting with one molecule of oxygen to form two molecules of water? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, decomposition reaction. Option C, displacement reaction. Option D, neutralization reaction. The correct answer is option A, combination reaction. Explanation. This reaction is a combination reaction because two reactants, hydrogen and oxygen, combine to form a single product, water. MC5. What is observed when magnesium ribbon burns in air? Option A, produces brown fumes. Option B, forms a white powder. Option C, turns lime water milky, evolves a pungent gas. The correct answer, option B, forms a white powder. Explanation. Magnesium burns with a brilliant white flame in the presence of oxygen to produce magnesium oxide, a white powder. MCQ 6. Why is it important to balance a chemical equation? Option A, to ensure mass conservation. Option B, to change reactants. Option C, to adjust mole ratio. Option D, to increase reactant energy. The correct answer is option A, to ensure mass conservation. Explanation. Balancing a chemical equation ensures that the law of conservation of mass is satisfied. This means the total mass of reactants equals the total mass of products. MCQ 7. Which reaction is an example of thermal decomposition? Option A, water breaking into hydrogen and oxygen. Option B, calcium carbonate breaking into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Option C, magnesium reacting with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Option D, sodium reacting with chlorine to form sodium chloride. The correct answer is option B, calcium carbonate breaking into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Explanation. Thermal decomposition involves breaking a compound into simpler substances using heat. For example, calcium carbonate decomposes to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. MC8. What is the correct definition of a redox reaction? Option A, oxidation only. Option B, reduction only. Option C, both oxidation and reduction. Option D, neither oxidation nor reduction. The correct answer is option C, both oxidation and reduction. Explanation. A redox reaction involves oxidation, which is the loss of electrons, and reduction, which is the gain of electrons. An example is zinc reacting with copper sulfate, where zinc is oxidized and copper is reduced. MCQ 9. What is the product when calcium oxide reacts with water? Option A, calcium hydroxide. Option B, calcium carbonate. Option C, calcium chloride. Option D, calcium sulfate. The correct answer is option A, calcium hydroxide. Explanation. Calcium oxide, also known as quicklime, reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide, which is slaked lime. This reaction releases heat and is used in whitewashing. 10. Which of the following observations indicates a chemical reaction? Option A, change in color. Option B, evolution of gas. Option C, change in temperature. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option D, all of the above. Explanation. Chemical reactions are identified by indicators such as color changes, gas evolution, and temperature changes, as these indicate the formation of new substances. Great work completing the first 10 MCQs. You're on your way to mastering these concepts and achieving your goals. Keep going, and remember to subscribe to ExHub MCQs, share with friends and family, and like and comment for more content like this. Explore our channel for more engaging videos to enhance your learning journey. 11. What type of reaction is observed when iron reacts with copper sulfate? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, displacement reaction. Option C, decomposition reaction. Option D, neutralization reaction. The correct answer is option B, displacement reaction. Explanation. In this reaction, iron displaces copper from copper sulfate because iron is more reactive. The reaction produces iron sulfate and copper metal, showing it is a displacement reaction. MC12. What happens to the color of copper sulfate solution when an iron nail is dipped into it? Option A, changes to green. Option B, remains blue. Option C, turns yellow. Option D, becomes colorless. The correct answer is option A, changes to green. Explanation. When an iron nail is placed in copper sulfate, iron displaces copper, forming green-colored iron sulfate. The blue color of copper sulfate fades during this reaction. MC13. Which reaction releases energy in the form of heat? Option A, endothermic reaction. Option B, exothermic reaction. Option C, combination reaction. Option D, redox reaction. The correct answer is option B, exothermic reaction. Explanation. Exothermic reactions release heat energy during the formation of products. For instance, the reaction of calcium oxide with water produces heat, making the reaction mixture warm. MCQ 14. What is the process called when electricity is used to break down water into hydrogen and oxygen? Option A, photolysis. Option B, electrolysis. Option C, decomposition. Option D, oxidation. The correct answer is option B, electrolysis. Explanation. Electrolysis is the decomposition of water into hydrogen and oxygen gases by passing an electric current through it. This method is commonly used to produce these gases industrially. MCQ 15. Which of the following is a double displacement reaction? Option A, sodium chloride reacting with silver nitrate. Option B, hydrogen reacting with chlorine. Option C, potassium chlorate decomposing into potassium chloride and oxygen. Option D, magnesium reacting with oxygen. The correct answer is option A, sodium chloride reacting with silver nitrate. Explanation. A double displacement reaction involves the exchange of ions between two compounds. For example, when sodium chloride reacts with silver nitrate, it forms sodium nitrate and silver chloride. M16. What is observed when magnesium reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid? Option A, evolution of hydrogen gas. Option B, formation of a white precipitate. Option C, temperature decrease. Option D, formation of chlorine gas. The correct answer is option A, evolution of hydrogen gas. Explanation. Magnesium reacts vigorously with dilute hydrochloric acid to produce magnesium chloride and hydrogen gas. This is a single displacement reaction. MCQ 17. What is the formula of the white precipitate formed in the reaction between barium chloride and sodium sulfate? Option A, barium sulfate. Option B, sodium chloride. Option C, sodium barium sulfate. Option D, barium nitrate. The correct answer is option A, barium sulfate. Explanation. When barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate, it produces a white precipitate of barium sulfate and sodium chloride in solution. This is a double displacement reaction. MC18. What type of reaction occurs when silver bromide is exposed to sunlight? Option A, photochemical reaction. Decomposition reaction. Option C, both A and B. Option D, combination reaction. The correct answer is option C, both A and B. Explanation. Silver bromide decomposes in the presence of sunlight into silver and bromine gas. This reaction is both a photochemical and decomposition reaction. MC19. What happens to lime water when carbon dioxide gas is passed through it? Option A, turns milky, forms a white precipitate. Option C, remains clear. Option D, changes to green. The correct answer is option A, turns milky. Explanation. Carbon dioxide reacts with lime water to form insoluble calcium carbonate, which gives the solution a milky appearance. MCQ20. Why does the reaction of calcium carbonate breaking into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide require heat? Option A, it is an endothermic reaction. Option B, it is an exothermic reaction. Option C, it is a redox reaction. Option D, it is a decomposition reaction. The correct answer is option A. It is an endothermic reaction. Explanation. Thermal decomposition of calcium carbonate requires heat to break bonds and form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, making it an endothermic reaction. Great job completing another set of 10 MCQs. You're steadily improving and working towards mastering these concepts. Stay motivated and remember to subscribe to ExHub MCQs. Like this video and share it with your friends and family. Explore more exciting content on our channel to enhance your learning journey. 21. Which gas is evolved when lead nitrate is heated? Option A, oxygen. Option B, carbon dioxide. Option C, nitrogen dioxide. Option D, chlorine. The correct answer is option C, nitrogen dioxide. Explanation. Heating lead nitrate causes it to decompose into lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, brown fumes, and oxygen gas. 2 molecules of lead nitrate decompose into 2 molecules of lead oxide, 4 molecules of nitrogen dioxide, and 1 molecule of oxygen. MC22. What is the product of a reaction between sodium and water? Option A, sodium carbonate. Option B, sodium hydroxide. Option C, sodium chloride. Option D, sodium sulfate. The correct answer is option B, sodium hydroxide. Explanation. Sodium reacts vigorously with water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. This is a highly exothermic reaction that produces heat, resulting in hydrogen burning with a flame. MCQ 23. Which reaction is an example of a redox reaction? Option A, sodium chloride reacting with silver nitrate. Option B, copper reacting with silver nitrate to form copper nitrate and silver. Option C, hydrogen reacting with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride. Option D, iron reacting with copper sulfate to form iron sulfate and copper. The correct answer is option B, copper reacting with silver nitrate to form copper nitrate and silver. Explanation. This is a redox reaction where copper is oxidized to copper ions and silver ions are reduced to metallic silver. Both oxidation and reduction occur simultaneously. MCQ 24. What is observed when ferrous sulfate crystals are heated? Option A, green crystals turn white. Option B, green crystals turn yellow. Option C, green crystals form blue powder. Option D, green crystals decompose to release gases. The correct answer is option A, green crystals turn white. Explanation. On heating, ferrous sulfate crystals lose their water of crystallization and turn white. The reaction produces gases like sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, which have a pungent smell. MCQ 25. Which of the following reactions is not a displacement reaction? Option A, zinc reacting with copper sulfate to form zinc sulfate and copper. Option B, sodium reacting with water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. Option C, hydrogen reacting with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride. Option D, iron reacting with copper sulfate to form iron sulfate and copper. The correct answer is option C, hydrogen reacting with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride. Explanation: this is a combination reaction where hydrogen and chlorine combine to form hydrogen chloride. Displacement reactions involve the replacement of one element by another in a compound. 26. What happens when silver chloride is exposed to sunlight? Option A, turns green, turns brown. Option C, turns white. Option D, turns black. The correct answer is option B, turns brown. Explanation: silver chloride undergoes photochemical decomposition in sunlight, splitting into silver and chlorine gas. The silver formed appears brownish-black in color. 27. What is the balanced equation for the reaction between iron and water? Option A, iron plus water forms iron oxide and hydrogen. Option B, iron plus water forms ferric oxide and hydrogen. Option C, iron plus water forms ferrous oxide and hydrogen. Option D, iron plus water forms iron sulfate and hydrogen. The correct answer is option B. Iron plus water forms ferric oxide and hydrogen. Explanation: the balanced equation is 3 iron atoms reacting with 4 water molecules to produce ferric oxide and hydrogen gas. This reaction occurs when iron reacts with steam. MCQ 28. What is observed when calcium carbonate reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid? Option A, formation of a white precipitate. Option B, evolution of carbon dioxide gas. Option C, change in color. Option D, release of oxygen gas. The correct answer is option B, evolution of carbon dioxide gas. Explanation: calcium carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid to form calcium chloride, water, and carbon dioxide gas. This reaction is often used to test for carbonates. MCQ 29. Which type of reaction is when calcium oxide reacts with water to form slaked lime and heat? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, decomposition reaction. Option C, displacement reaction. Option D, neutralization reaction. The correct answer is option A, combination reaction. Explanation: calcium oxide and water combine to form calcium hydroxide in an exothermic reaction that releases heat. This process is commonly used in whitewashing. 30. What does the evolution of gas indicate in a chemical reaction? Option A, formation of a solid. Option B, absorption of energy. Option C, formation of a new substance. Option D, change in temperature. The correct answer is option C, formation of a new substance. Explanation: the evolution of gas is evidence of a chemical reaction and indicates the formation of new substances. For example, the reaction between zinc and sulfuric acid produces hydrogen gas. Congratulations on completing 30 MCQs. You're progressing steadily toward your goal. Keep up the excellent work. You're building knowledge that will take you far. Don't forget to subscribe to ExHub MCQs, like this video, and share it with your loved ones. Explore more videos on our channel for additional learning and success. MC31. What type of reaction is observed when electricity decomposes water into hydrogen and oxygen? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, redox reaction. Option C, decomposition reaction. Option D, displacement reaction. The correct answer is option C, decomposition reaction. Explanation: the decomposition of water into hydrogen and oxygen using electricity is a decomposition reaction. Water breaks down into simpler substances when an electric current passes through it. MCQ 32. Which reaction does not belong to the decomposition category? Option A, calcium carbonate decomposing into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Option B, silver chloride decomposing into silver and chlorine gas. Option C, potassium chlorate decomposing into potassium chloride and oxygen. Option D, hydrogen and chlorine combining to form hydrogen chloride. The correct answer is option D, hydrogen and chlorine combining to form hydrogen chloride. Explanation. The combination of hydrogen and chlorine is a combination reaction, not a decomposition reaction. Decomposition reactions involve the breakdown of compounds into simpler substances. MCQ 33. What is the primary observation in a photochemical decomposition reaction? Option A, color change. Option B, precipitate formation. Option C, gas evolution. Option D, decomposition by sunlight. The correct answer is option D, decomposition by sunlight. Explanation. Photochemical decomposition reactions occur in the presence of sunlight, such as the breakdown of silver bromide into silver and bromine gas upon exposure to sunlight. MCQ 34. What happens when copper is heated in the presence of oxygen? Option A, forms copper sulfate. Option B, forms copper oxide. Option C, forms copper carbonate. Option D, forms copper chloride. The correct answer is option B, forms copper oxide. Explanation. Copper reacts with oxygen when heated to form black copper oxide, CuO, as seen in the reaction. Copper plus oxygen produces copper oxide. MC35. Which type of reaction is when hydrogen and oxygen react to form water? Option A, neutralization reaction. Option B, combination reaction. Option C, displacement reaction. Option D, decomposition reaction. The correct answer is option B, combination reaction. Explanation. This is a combination reaction where two reactants, hydrogen and oxygen, combine to form a single product, water. MCQ 36. What is the role of zinc in the reaction? Zinc plus copper sulfate forms zinc sulfate and copper. Option A, oxidizing agent. Option B, reducing agent. Option C, catalyst. Option D, precipitating agent. The correct answer is option B, reducing agent. Explanation. In this reaction, zinc acts as a reducing agent. It loses electrons to form zinc ions while reducing copper ions to metallic copper. MC37. What is the correct balanced equation for the decomposition of lead nitrate? Option A, lead nitrate decomposing into lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. Option B, 2 molecules of lead nitrate decomposing into 2 molecules of lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. Option C, lead nitrate decomposing into lead and nitrogen dioxide. Option D, 2 molecules of lead nitrate decomposing into 2 molecules of lead oxide, 4 molecules of nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. The correct answer is option D, 2 molecules of lead nitrate decomposing into 2 molecules of lead oxide, 4 molecules of nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. Explanation. The balanced equation for the decomposition of lead nitrate is 2 lead nitrate molecules decompose into 2 lead oxide molecules, 4 nitrogen dioxide molecules, and 1 oxygen molecule. MC38. What gas is evolved when zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid? Option A, oxygen. Option B, carbon dioxide. Option C, hydrogen. Option D, nitrogen. The correct answer is option C, hydrogen. Explanation. Zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. This is a classic example of a displacement reaction. MCQ 39. Why does silver chloride turn gray when exposed to sunlight? Option A, decomposition reaction. Option B, combination reaction. Option C, oxidation reaction. Option D, redox reaction. The correct answer is option A, decomposition reaction. Silver chloride undergoes photochemical decomposition when exposed to sunlight, breaking into silver and chlorine gas. The silver formed appears gray. MCQ 40. What happens when magnesium reacts with steam? Option A, produces magnesium oxide and hydrogen. Option B, produces magnesium chloride and hydrogen. Option C, produces magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen. Option D, produces magnesium and oxygen. The correct answer is option A, produces magnesium oxide and hydrogen. Explanation. Magnesium reacts with steam to form magnesium oxide and hydrogen gas. This is a displacement reaction where magnesium replaces hydrogen from water. Great job completing 40 MCQs. Stay motivated, you're getting closer to your goal. Every question answered is a step forward in your learning journey. Don't forget to subscribe to ExHub MCQs, like this video, share it with your friends, and comment below. Keep exploring more videos on our channel for continuous growth and success. MC 41. What type of reaction is potassium chlorate decomposing into potassium chloride and oxygen? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, decomposition reaction. Option C, displacement reaction. Option D, neutralization reaction. The correct answer is option B, decomposition reaction. Explanation. Potassium chlorate breaks down into potassium chloride and oxygen gas upon heating. This is a decomposition reaction, as one compound splits into simpler substances. 42. Why is respiration considered an exothermic reaction? Option A, absorbs heat. Option B, releases heat. Option C, releases light. Option D, absorbs oxygen. The correct answer is option B, releases heat. Explanation. During respiration, glucose reacts with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, water, and energy in the form of heat. This energy is vital for maintaining life processes, making it an exothermic reaction. MCQ 43. Which gas is produced when sodium bicarbonate reacts with acid? Option A, oxygen. Option B, hydrogen. Option C, carbon dioxide. Option D, nitrogen. The correct answer is option C, carbon dioxide. Explanation. Sodium bicarbonate reacts with acids like hydrochloric acid to release carbon dioxide gas along with water and a salt. This reaction is commonly used in baking. What happens when excess carbon dioxide is passed through lime water? Option A, forms a white precipitate. Option B, precipitate dissolves. Option C, becomes colorless. Option D, turns green. The correct answer is option B, precipitate dissolves. Explanation. Initially, carbon dioxide reacts with lime water to form calcium carbonate, causing milkiness. When excess CO2 is passed, calcium carbonate reacts further to form soluble calcium bicarbonate, clearing the solution. MCQ 45. Which of these is a thermal decomposition reaction? Option A, calcium carbonate decomposing into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Option B, water decomposing into hydrogen and oxygen. Option C, hydrochloric acid reacting with sodium hydroxide. Option D, magnesium reacting with oxygen. The correct answer is option A, calcium carbonate decomposing into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Explanation. Thermal decomposition involves the breakdown of a compound using heat. Calcium carbonate decomposes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide when heated. MC 46. What happens when ethanol burns in air? Option A, forms ethene and water. Option B, forms carbon dioxide and water. Option C, forms ethanoic acid. Option D, forms oxygen and water. The correct answer is option B, forms carbon dioxide and water. Explanation. Ethanol undergoes combustion in the presence of oxygen, producing carbon dioxide, water, and heat. Ethanol plus oxygen produces carbon dioxide and water. MCQ 47. What is the role of manganese dioxide in the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide? Option A, reaction B, oxidizing agent. Option C, catalyst, reducing agent. The correct answer is option C, catalyst. Explanation. Manganese dioxide speeds up the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen without being consumed in the reaction. MC 48. What is the color of the precipitate formed in the reaction between silver nitrate and potassium iodide? Option A, white. Option B, yellow. Option C, green. Option D, red. The correct answer is option B, yellow. Explanation. Silver nitrate reacts with potassium iodide to form a yellow precipitate of silver iodide, while potassium nitrate remains in solution. MCQ 49. Why does milk turn sour over time? Option A, oxidation of lactose. Option B, fermentation of lactose. Option C, neutralization of acids. Option D, reaction with water. The correct answer is option B, fermentation of lactose. Explanation. Milk turns sour due to bacterial fermentation of lactose into lactic acid. The lactic acid lowers the pH, causing the milk to curdle and taste sour. MC50. What type of reaction is the rusting of iron? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, displacement reaction. Option C, redox reaction. Option D, neutralization reaction. The correct answer is option C, redox reaction. Explanation. Rusting is a redox reaction in which iron is oxidized to form hydrated iron oxide, rust in the presence of moisture and oxygen. Amazing work completing 50 MCQs. You're halfway there. Keep pushing forward with enthusiasm and determination. Every step you take brings you closer to mastering this topic. Don't forget to subscribe to ExHub MCQs. Like this video and share it with others to help spread knowledge. Let us know in the comments if this series is helping you, and explore our channel for more educational content. MCQ 51. What is the chemical formula of washing soda? Option A, sodium bicarbonate. Option B, sodium carbonate decahydrate. Option C, sodium carbonate. Option D, sodium chloride. The correct answer is option B, sodium carbonate decahydrate. Explanation. Also known as sodium carbonate decahydrate, has the chemical formula Na2CO310H2O. It is used in cleaning agents and as a water softener in households. MCQ 52. Which type of reaction occurs when iron reacts with copper sulfate? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, displacement reaction. Option C, decomposition reaction. Option D, double displacement reaction. The correct answer is option B, displacement reaction. Explanation. Iron displaces copper from copper sulfate to form iron sulfate and copper metal. Iron plus copper sulfate produces iron sulfate and copper. This is a classic displacement reaction. MQ 53. What happens to the temperature during an exothermic reaction? Option A, increases. Option B, decreases. Remains constant. Option D, fluctuates. The correct answer is option A, increases. Explanation. In exothermic reactions, energy is released in the form of heat, increasing the temperature of the surroundings. Combustion and respiration are examples of such reactions. MCQ 54. Which gas is responsible for the color change in heated lead nitrate? Option A, nitrogen dioxide. Option B, carbon dioxide. Option C, sulfur dioxide. Option D, oxygen. The correct answer is option A, nitrogen dioxide. Explanation. When lead nitrate is heated, it decomposes to produce lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, brown fumes, and oxygen gas. This reaction is a thermal decomposition reaction. MC55. What type of reaction is iron reacting with chlorine to form ferric chloride? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, displacement reaction. Option C, redox reaction. Option D, double displacement reaction. The correct answer is option A, combination reaction. Explanation. This is a combination reaction where two reactants, iron and chlorine, combine to form a single product, ferric chloride, FeCl3. MCQ 56. What is the primary use of calcium hydroxide in whitewashing? Option A, forms a protective layer. Option B, reflects sunlight. Option C, enhances durability, prevents rust. The correct answer is option A, forms a protective layer. Explanation. Calcium hydroxide reacts with carbon dioxide in the air to form calcium carbonate, which creates a thin, shiny, and protective layer on walls during whitewashing. MC 57. What is the byproduct of heating sodium bicarbonate? Option A, hydrogen gas. Option B, carbon dioxide. Option C, chlorine gas. Option D, sulfur dioxide. The correct answer is option B, carbon dioxide. Explanation. Sodium bicarbonate decomposes when heated, producing sodium carbonate, water, and carbon dioxide gas. This reaction is commonly seen in baking. MCQ 58. Which reaction involves both oxidation and reduction? Option A, neutralization of sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. Option B, zinc reacting with copper sulfate to form zinc sulfate and copper. Option C, decomposition of calcium carbonate. Option D, rusting of iron. The correct answer, option B, zinc reacting with copper sulfate to form zinc sulfate and copper. Explanation. This is a redox reaction where zinc is oxidized to zinc ions and copper ions are reduced to metallic copper. MCQ 59. What is observed when potassium iodide is added to lead nitrate? Option A, formation of a white precipitate. Option B, formation of a yellow precipitate. Option C, no reaction occurs. Option D, solution becomes green. The correct answer is option B, formation of a yellow precipitate. Explanation. Lead nitrate reacts with potassium iodide to form a yellow precipitate of lead iodide, a classic double displacement reaction. MCQ 60. What type of reaction is methane reacting with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, decomposition reaction. Option C, combustion reaction. Option D, redox reaction. The correct answer is option C, combustion reaction. Explanation. Combustion reactions involve burning a substance and oxygen to produce energy, carbon dioxide, and water. Methane combustion is a key example of this reaction. Amazing progress! You've completed 60 MCQs. Keep up the great work. You're steadily building your expertise. Don't forget to subscribe to ExHub MCQs. Like this video, share it with your friends and family, and comment below with your thoughts. Explore more content on our channel for endless learning opportunities. MCQ 61. What type of reaction occurs in the electrolysis of water? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, redox reaction. Option C, decomposition reaction. Option D, displacement reaction. The correct answer is option C, decomposition reaction. Explanation. Electrolysis of water is a decomposition reaction where water breaks down into hydrogen and oxygen gases upon the application of electricity. Water decomposes into hydrogen and oxygen. MCQ 62. What is formed when magnesium reacts with dilute sulfuric acid? Option A, magnesium chloride and hydrogen. Option B, magnesium sulfate and hydrogen. Option C, magnesium oxide and water. Option D, magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen. The correct answer is option B, magnesium sulfate and hydrogen. Explanation. Magnesium reacts with dilute sulfuric acid to form magnesium sulfate and hydrogen gas. Magnesium plus sulfuric acid produces magnesium sulfate and hydrogen. MCQ 63. What happens when copper is exposed to moist air for a long time? Option A, forms green coating. Option B, turns black. Option C, turns yellow. Option D, no change. The correct answer is option A, forms green coating. Explanation. Copper reacts with moist air to form a green coating of basic copper carbonate. This is commonly referred to as patina and protects the underlying metal from further corrosion. MCQ 64. What type of reaction is sodium reacting with chlorine to form sodium chloride? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, displacement reaction. Option C, decomposition reaction. Option D, redox reaction. The correct answer is option A, combination reaction. Explanation. Sodium and chlorine combine to form sodium chloride, a single product. This is a combination reaction as two elements join together. MCQ 65. What is observed when silver bromide is exposed to sunlight? Option A, produces a yellow gas. Option B, turns gray. Option C, remains white. Option D, turns blue. The correct answer is option B, turns gray. Explanation. Silver bromide undergoes photochemical decomposition when exposed to sunlight, breaking down into silver and bromine gas. The silver formed gives a gray appearance. MC66. What happens when excess carbon dioxide is passed through lime water? Option A, lime water turns milky. Option B, precipitate forms. Option C, precipitate dissolves. Option D, lime water turns green. The correct answer is option C, precipitate dissolves. Explanation: when excess carbon dioxide is passed through lime water, the initially formed calcium carbonate reacts further to form calcium bicarbonate, which dissolves in water. MCQ 67. Which gas is evolved when zinc reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid? Option hydrogen. Option B, oxygen. Option C, carbon dioxide. Option D, nitrogen. The correct answer is option A, hydrogen. Explanation: zinc reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to produce zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. This is a typical single displacement reaction. MC68. What is the nature of rusting in iron? Option A, oxidation reaction. Option B, combination reaction. Option C, neutralization reaction. Option D, precipitation reaction. The correct answer is option A, oxidation reaction. Explanation: rusting is an oxidation reaction where iron reacts with oxygen and water to form hydrated iron oxide, commonly known as rust. Which type of reaction is ammonia reacting with hydrogen chloride to form ammonium chloride? Option A, displacement reaction. Option B, combination reaction. Option C, decomposition reaction. Option D, redox reaction. The correct answer is option B, combination reaction. Explanation: this is a combination reaction where ammonia and hydrogen chloride react to form ammonium chloride as a single product. MCQ 70. What is the gas evolved during the heating of ammonium dichromate? Option A, oxygen. Option B, nitrogen. Option C, carbon dioxide. Option D, hydrogen. The correct answer is option B, nitrogen. Explanation: heating ammonium dichromate causes it to decompose into chromium oxide, nitrogen gas, and water vapor. This is a thermal decomposition reaction. Incredible progress! You've now completed 70 MCQs. Stay inspired and motivated. You're getting closer to achieving your goals. Don't forget to subscribe to ExHub MCQs, like this video, and share it with your loved ones. Keep exploring our channel for more educational content to empower your learning journey. MC 71. What is the product of the reaction between carbon dioxide and water? Option A, carbon monoxide. Option B, methane. Option C, glucose. Option D, carbonic acid. The correct answer is option D, carbonic acid. Explanation: carbon dioxide dissolves in water to form carbonic acid. This weak acid plays a crucial role in maintaining the pH balance in natural water bodies and the human body. MCQ 2. What type of reaction is mercury oxide decomposing into mercury and oxygen? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, decomposition reaction. Option C, redox reaction. Option D, displacement reaction. The correct answer is option B, decomposition reaction. Explanation: when heated, mercury oxide decomposes into mercury and oxygen gas. This is a thermal decomposition reaction involving the breakdown of a compound into simpler substances. MC 73. Why does copper not react with dilute hydrochloric acid? Option A, it is less reactive than hydrogen. Option B, it forms a precipitate. Option C, it is highly reactive. Option D, it dissolves completely. The correct answer is option A, it is less reactive than hydrogen. Explanation: copper does not react with dilute hydrochloric acid because it is less reactive than hydrogen and cannot displace hydrogen from the acid. MC 74. What is the color of the residue left after heating blue copper sulfate crystals? Option A, green. Option B, white. Option C, black. Option D, blue. The correct answer is option B, white. Explanation. On heating, blue copper sulfate crystals lose their water of crystallization, leaving behind white anhydrous copper sulfate. 5. What is the type of reaction involved in the formation of soap? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, saponification. Option C, decomposition reaction. Option D, redox reaction. The correct answer is option B, saponification. Explanation. Saponification is a process in which fats or oils react with a strong alkali, like sodium hydroxide, to produce soap and glycerol. MCQ 76. Which of the following is an example of an endothermic reaction? Option A, combustion of methane. Option B, photosynthesis, rusting of iron. Option D, respiration. The correct answer is option B, photosynthesis. Explanation. Photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction as plants absorb sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen, storing energy in chemical bonds. MCQ 77. What happens when silver nitrate solution reacts with sodium chloride? Option A, formation of a yellow precipitate. Option B, formation of a white precipitate. Option C, no reaction occurs. Option D, solution turns green. The correct answer is option B, formation of a white precipitate. Explanation. Silver nitrate reacts with sodium chloride to form a white precipitate of silver chloride and sodium nitrate in solution. MCQ 78. What is the nature of the reaction between hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide? Option A, redox reaction. Option B, neutralization reaction. Option C, combination reaction. Option D, displacement reaction. The correct answer is option B, neutralization reaction. Explanation. The reaction between hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide is a neutralization reaction, producing water and sodium chloride as the salt. M79. Which gas is produced when dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with baking soda? Option A, oxygen. Option B, carbon dioxide. Option C, hydrogen. Option D, nitrogen. The correct answer is option B, carbon dioxide. Explanation. Baking soda or sodium bicarbonate reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to release carbon dioxide gas along with water and sodium chloride. Why is lime water used to detect the presence of carbon dioxide? Option A, it absorbs carbon dioxide completely. Option B, turns milky in the presence of carbon dioxide. Option C, reacts with oxygen. Option D, changes color to yellow. The correct answer is option B, turns milky in the presence of carbon dioxide. Explanation. Lime water turns milky when carbon dioxide is passed through it due to the formation of insoluble calcium carbonate. This reaction is a reliable test for carbon dioxide gas. Excellent work completing 80 MCQs. You're moving closer to your goal. Stay determined and focused. Success is within reach. Don't forget to subscribe to ExHub MCQs, like this video, and share it with others. Keep exploring our channel for more valuable content that empowers your learning. M81. What type of reaction is zinc reacting with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen gas? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, decomposition reaction. Option C, displacement reaction. Option D, neutralization reaction. The correct answer is option C, displacement reaction. Explanation. In this reaction, zinc displaces hydrogen from hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. This is a single displacement reaction. MCQ 82. Which compound is responsible for the hardness of water? Option A, sodium chloride. Option B, calcium carbonate. Option C, sodium carbonate. Option D, potassium sulfate. The correct answer is option B, calcium carbonate. Explanation. Calcium carbonate forms deposits in water and contributes to its hardness. It is sparingly soluble and can form scales in pipes and boilers. MC83. What happens when magnesium is burned in air? Option A, forms magnesium oxide. Option B forms magnesium carbonate. Option C produces hydrogen gas. Option D produces carbon dioxide gas. The correct answer is option A, forms magnesium oxide. Explanation: magnesium burns in air with a bright white flame to form magnesium oxide, a white powder. This reaction releases energy in the form of light and heat. MCQ 84. What type of reaction occurs in the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, redox reaction. Option C, decomposition reaction. Option D, displacement reaction. The correct answer is option B, redox reaction. Explanation: in the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, oxygen is both oxidized and reduced, making it a redox reaction. The products are water and oxygen gas. MCQ 85. Why does milk curdle in the presence of lemon juice? Option A, neutralization reaction. Option B, acidic reaction. Option C, combination reaction. Option D, displacement reaction. The correct answer is acidic reaction. Explanation: lemon juice contains citric acid, which causes the proteins in milk to coagulate, forming curd. This is an acidic reaction that denatures the milk proteins. MCQ 86. Which reaction is represented by sodium reacting with water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas? Option A, redox reaction. Option B, neutralization reaction. Option C, combination reaction. Option D, decomposition reaction. The correct answer is option A, redox reaction. Explanation: sodium is oxidized to form sodium ions, and water is reduced to release hydrogen gas. This makes it a redox reaction. MCQ 87. What happens when ammonium chloride is heated? Option A, produces ammonia and hydrogen chloride gases. Option B, produces ammonium hydroxide. Option C, produces ammonia and oxygen. Option D, produces ammonium chloride solution. The correct answer is option A, produces ammonia and hydrogen chloride gases. Explanation: ammonium chloride decomposes when heated to release ammonia and hydrogen chloride gases. This is a thermal decomposition reaction. MCQ 88. What is the process of breaking a compound into simpler substances called? Option A, displacement reaction. Option B, combination reaction. Option C, decomposition reaction. Option D, neutralization reaction. The correct answer is option C, decomposition reaction. Explanation: decomposition reactions involve the breakdown of a compound into simpler substances, often requiring heat, light, or electricity. MC 89. Why does rusting occur faster in coastal areas? Option A, due to higher temperature. Option B, due to moisture and salt. Option C, due to low oxygen levels. Option D, due to acidic air. The correct answer is option B, due to moisture and salt. Explanation: rusting is accelerated in coastal areas because the high moisture content and salt in the air increase water's conductivity, speeding up the corrosion process. What type of reaction occurs when lime is dissolved in water? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, displacement reaction. Option C, decomposition reaction. Option D, redox reaction. The correct answer is option A, combination reaction. Explanation: when lime calcium oxide dissolves in water, it forms slaked lime calcium hydroxide. This is a combination reaction, as two reactants combine to form one product. Fantastic effort completing 90 MCQs. You're almost at the finish line. Keep going with the same enthusiasm. Remember to subscribe to ExHub MCQs, like this video, and share it with your friends and family. Stay tuned for more content and explore other videos on our channel for continuous learning. MCQ 91. What is the primary product when glucose is oxidized in the body? Option A, oxygen. Option B, carbon dioxide. Option C, carbon monoxide. Option D, hydrogen. The correct answer is option B, carbon dioxide. Explanation: During respiration, glucose reacts with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, water, and energy. This exothermic reaction is essential for energy production in living organisms. MCQ 92. What happens to blue litmus paper when dipped in a solution of hydrochloric acid? Option A, turns red and turns green. Option C, turns blue. Option D, no change. The correct answer is option A, turns red. Explanation. Hydrochloric acid is acidic in nature. It turns blue litmus paper red, which is a common test for the presence of an acid. MCQ 93. What type of reaction occurs during photosynthesis? Option A, exothermic reaction. Option B, endothermic reaction. Option C, redox reaction. Option D, displacement reaction. The correct answer is option B, endothermic reaction. Explanation. Photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction where plants absorb sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. Energy is stored in chemical bonds during this process. MCQ 94. Which of the following reactions is a neutralization reaction? Option A, sodium hydroxide reacting with hydrochloric acid to form water and salt. Option B, zinc reacting with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen. Option C, calcium carbonate decomposing into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Option D, hydrogen reacting with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride. The correct answer is option A, sodium hydroxide reacting with hydrochloric acid to form water and salt. Explanation. Neutralization reactions occur when an acid reacts with a base to produce salt and water, as in sodium hydroxide reacting with hydrochloric acid. MCQ 95. What is the nature of an aqueous solution of sodium bicarbonate? Option A, neutral. Option B, acidic. Option C, basic. Option D, amphoteric. The correct answer is option C, basic. Explanation. Sodium bicarbonate is a weak base. Its aqueous solution has a pH slightly greater than 7, making it basic. It is commonly used in antacids to neutralize stomach acid. Q96. Why is hydrogen peroxide stored in dark bottles? Option A, to prevent evaporation. Option B, to prevent decomposition. Option C, to prevent oxidation. Option D, to prevent freezing. The correct answer is option B, to prevent decomposition. Explanation. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes easily in the presence of light into water and oxygen. Storing it in dark bottles minimizes light exposure and slows down this process. MCQ 97. What happens when quicklime calcium oxide is added to water? Option A, produces carbon dioxide. Option B, produces slaked lime. Option C, produces a precipitate. Option D, produces chlorine gas. The correct answer is option B, produces slaked lime. Explanation. When quicklime reacts with water, it forms slaked lime, calcium hydroxide, and releases a significant amount of heat. Calcium oxide plus water produces calcium hydroxide. MCQ 98. What is the function of chlorophyll in photosynthesis? Option A, absorbs water. Option B, absorbs sunlight. Option C, absorbs oxygen. Option D, absorbs glucose. The correct answer is option B, absorbs sunlight. Explanation. Chlorophyll is the green pigment in plants that absorbs sunlight, providing the energy required for converting carbon dioxide and water into glucose during photosynthesis. MCQ 99. What type of reaction occurs when a metal reacts with an acid? Option A, combination reaction. Option B, neutralization reaction. Option C, displacement reaction. Option D, decomposition reaction. The correct answer is option C, displacement reaction. Explanation. Metals react with acids in a displacement reaction, producing a salt and hydrogen gas. For example, zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid to produce zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. MCQ 100. Which type of reaction produces energy in the form of light and heat? Option A, endothermic reaction. Option B, exothermic reaction. Option C, neutralization reaction. Option D, photochemical reaction. The correct answer is option B, exothermic reaction. Explanation: exothermic reactions release energy in the form of heat and light. Combustion reactions, such as burning methane or wood, are key examples of this reaction type. Congratulations! You've completed all 100 MCQs. Your dedication and hard work are truly commendable, and you've taken an important step toward mastering this subject. Make sure to subscribe to ExHub MQs, like this video, and share it with your friends and family to spread the knowledge. Comment below about your experience, and check out other videos on our channel to keep learning and growing.